Scholars, it is the beginning of the end for Bungie. You know, as tribute to the OG Bungie, the one that I grew up with and loved. Brothers in Arms soundtrack from Halo 1 in your honor. It's official. We knew this was going to happen. The rumors, the leaks, all true. We are seeing mass layoffs. But let's read the post. This is from Bungie themselves, not from the Destiny 2 account. This is from Bungie themselves. With great sadness. Let's stop the music. I'm gonna drop the music down. We're gonna drop this because we want to get into it. Then we'll get back to the music. With great sadness, we are announcing a reduction in force as we reorganize Bungie. I love when studios or companies use reorganize. It's a fancy way of saying we're just gonna trim the fat, or cut our losses in some way. We're gonna remove. In this case, it's the Destiny 2 team, right? We know that's what they're talking about. Reorganizing means we're just removing developers that are not going to be used. As the leaders of Bungie, past and present. Yeah, that's how you. This statement, crisp. We recognize Destiny 2. I'm going to just read it and then get my thoughts because I'm going to be here all day. Destiny 2 fell short of expectations these past several years. Following our final content update on Destiny 2, and with our future projects still in early incubation, we unfortunately could not continue operating at our previous size. We know this decision has profound impact on the people affected, their families, friends, and teammates. While these changes are necessary to best position the studio now and for the future, that does not lessen the difficulty of this moment or the impact it has on those affected. Later, we will share more about the future with you all, but today is not that day. Today, we wish to extend our gratitude and compassion to every member of the Bungie team who has been impacted, and those who remain. We hope you will do the same. I couldn't get through this without almost vomiting because it's just full of corpo slop. That's all it is. It's literal corpo slop. First off, this is from leadership, right? This is not developers, anyone. These are the people, leadership that was responsible for this. Can we just follow, they are following our final update for Destiny 2 and with our project still in early incubation, future projects. So we know that there's Gummy Bears, which is like a MOBA or some kind of bullshit. I don't know what other incubation projects they've got going on, but we know it's not Destiny. We recognize Destiny 2 fell short of expectations these past several years. Complete disregard of responsibility on the leadership side. Bets that were betted, like Marathon was no mention of Marathon, by the way. This is very interesting. Marathon is definitely, responsible for the downfall of Bungie. It spent a lot of time and effort, money, resources, and it did not pay out anything. At least Destiny not only was supporting the studio, but also was funding Marathon at the same time. And then Sony came in to help pick up the slack, because we're going to completely ignore the fact that leadership also did all these small incubation projects that's also draining resources, and the fact that they bought a big fancy fucking new headquarters that also took money. Also, they went on a hiring spree. So we're going to ignore all the bad, choices from leadership. So and listen, yes, Lightfall, and there was multiple instances, and I will be the first to say Bungie is responsible for some shitty choices in Destiny 2, which, by the way, this does not give any ownership of that. This is blaming, hold on, this is not playing anymore. This is not taking any blame. They're just saying it was Destiny 2, like the IP itself fell short. No. You fell short of letting the IP reach its actual potential. Like, this is the rat behavior of we're just gonna deflect blame like it's the IP's fault. People like Destiny. Even people who didn't play Destiny 2 said, I would play Destiny if there was Destiny 3 because they've done so much bullshit to Destiny 2. So these are leadership decisions that are corrupt, you know, destroying it. Now, I find it interesting that they're not going to tell you right now how, like, what the future of Bungie is and how many people are being laid off. That's the interesting part. But we do have also an update from Sony. I know, white bang. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to be better with a white background. It pisses me off too, but we're just gonna have to just bear with it. So we have an update from like 22 minutes ago. Dear team, today I want to share. I like that this is addressing the team, not anyone else. So this is this is an eternal email from Herman Holst, CEO, Studio Business Group, Sony Interactive. So this is going out to SI employees. What the fuck? Well, they put it on their main page, which is interesting. Dear team, today I want to share a difficult update regarding Bungie. We have made the decision to reduce Bungie's workforce. So it is Sony's choice, affecting a significant number of employees, including most of the Destiny team and some of Marathon team members. Man, and people thought Marathon was gonna be safe. You thought Marathon was gonna be safe? By the way, most of the Destiny, oh my God. So even the good devs are going to get canned for this. There are also reductions across SIE teams that supports Bungie operations. Those impacted at Bungie and within SIE are being informed today. So people are literally fine. We found out today when they found out, bro, why are you putting this out for the public to see? People are finding out now before people have been informed? Surely that's not the case. You've got to be joking me. This is painful news, especially for talented colleagues whose roles have been eliminated. This decision was made only after extensive discussion and careful consideration. Please, you were planning this from the beginning. And I want to provide some context. By the way, we knew about the layoffs like weeks ago. And apparently this has been ongoing too. And I want to provide some context on how we arrived here. Over the past several months, together with Bungie leadership, we review the studio's long-term direction, development priorities, resource needs, and role within our broader portfolio strategy, which their strategy was live service. And it seems like now Sony's trying to roll that back. That was their big priority, was live service games. And now all their live, outside of Helldivers, all their live service games have been a flop, including Marathon. And seems Sony's taking that personally. We explored multiple alternatives before concluding that a reduction was necessary to align the studio's resources with its current priorities and long-term goals. As Bungie recently shared in its Destiny 2 update, the studio has begun a new journey following the release of the game's final live service content update. What Bungie has accomplished with Destiny over the past decade has been truly remarkable. Holy shit, we actually have Sony talking about Destiny. All this time, they have been doing nothing but shit-talking Destiny, and now they actually have something to say. The franchise has left a lasting mark on players and the industry, and everyone who contributed to its success should be proud of what they helped create. Marathon remains as an important part of our portfolio. Of course it does. And we will continue to support the team as they build on the strong foundation. Yeah, very strong. Very strong foundation. Oh my God, it's so stupid. Really strong foundation, sure. Sure about? What do you mean? As they work on incubation efforts for future projects, while it's too early to discuss, we are encouraged by the creativity and opportunities that lie ahead. Our immediate priority is supporting affected players through this transition. We are providing transition support and, where possible, working to identify opportunities across SI and our global. That's great. That's good. At least people might still have some jobs opportunities. Just don't get rid of the shitty ones, please. The shitty developers and the shitty leadership. Get rid of them, please. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it, that the leadership is the problem. So please send them out, give them their money or whatever they've been waiting, and send them on their fucking way. And hopefully they never get back into business again. I want to sincerely thank every affected employee for their hard work, creativity, and contributions to Bungie, SIE, and the broader gaming community. I know today is deeply difficult, not only for those leaving, but for those colleagues and friends that remain. Please take the time you need. Listen, I hate this because even at my job, they'll announce like leadership changes and, you know, big changes about things, you know, in my job. And I'm talking about like the district, or, you know, it's not just one specific building. It's multiple buildings that are going to be impacted. I hate this corporate bullshit. That's what it is. It's corporate bullshit. He doesn't give a shit. These people do not give a fucking shit. They are literally here to make the money. They're trimming the fat, or what they seem as fat. They're trying to, you know, save some money. I'm sorry. It's hard for me. It's also hard for me to see that they recognize, or this is so, I hate this so damn much, where they gas up Destiny. Has been truly remarkable. Yet the past year, you've done nothing to say anything about Destiny. You haven't recognized anything about the fans of the franchise who wanted Destiny 3. You've had nothing. This is just bullshit. And I'm annoyed. Listen, I have my qualms with Bungie. Absolutely. They're shitty developers, shitty management, and they fried my favorite franchise. But equally as much, I've grown to hate Sony because they're greedy, just like the leadership of Bungie. And they're straight up, instead of, you know, Bungie have an opportunity to fix their bullshit, Sony's like, nah, fuck you. We're going to use the shitty marathon instead, which is a great foundation. Yeah, you're setting up this if I was a worker at the studio, I would be, unless I'm being I can get a job at Sony specifically, which I don't even know if I would work with Sony. You're better off working with Nintendo. I would be jumping fucking ship. There's just no fucking way you could trust either Bungie or Sony at this point. Both of these companies are going to butt fuck you one way or another. You are just chaff to be tossed out. No matter how much of a good worker you, there are some phenomenal people who've brought fantastic things into Destiny that are just going to get canned. And Marathon, you're getting fucked too. You're losing developers as well. You're not safe. It's time to wake up, Sunshine. You're not safe. Your game's not safe. You think that you're going to be able to your game's going to last long? Woo! It's time to wake up, Girl Scout. Go woke, go broke. I think when your company that makes a product decides to go political, that's when issues happen. People get jobs underqualified. I agree that there's definitely underqualified people like getting hired, but I don't know if the politics was the reason that Destiny died. I think it was also just shitty management. I do think they're shitty developers for sure. It's time to say thank you from the bottom of from our hearts. Thank you to all the devs at Bungie who poured their hearts and soul into the game and this opportunity. Destiny is one of a kind. We are forever grateful. To some of the higher ups, we have a different message. We'll save that for another day. To devs being laid off, thank you. Yes, I fixed it, guys. This is what it should have said. Okay, let's see. Today, we're announcing a reduction in force of Bungie. Before anything else, we want to clear about one thing. The outcome of the result of leadership decisions, the responsibility for where Bungie stands today belongs to us. Over the past several years, we failed to consistently deliver quality, vision, and execution that our players expected and that our teams worked tirelessly to achieve. We made strategic mistakes. We misjudged priorities. We did not adapt quickly enough to feedback from our players or employees. We placed teams in difficult positions and asked them to carry the burden of decisions they did not make. As a result, Destiny 2 did not meet the standards our community deserved, and our broader plans for Bungie's future did not progress at the pace or level required to sustain the studio at its previous size. This is pretty damn correct. This is pretty true. Today, talented people are losing their jobs because of those failures. While market conditions and industry challenges are real, they do not remove our responsibility as leaders. We owe it to everyone affected to say that plainly. To every employee impacted by this decision, thank you. Your dedication, creativity, hard work built this studio. You are not responsible for the position Bungie finds itself today. We are committed to providing support during the transition, help you find new opportunities wherever you can. To our employees, we know trust is earned, not requested. Many of you expressed disappointment, frustration, and concern about the direction of Bungie. Too often, we have responded with promises instead of results. We understand why confidence has been lost. It was lost years ago. What are you talking about? The work ahead is to rebuild that trust through action, accountability, and better execution. That process begins with acknowledging our mistakes and learning from them. Today is what the people affected by these changes. In the future, we will share our plans for Bungie, what we do. We understand that our words alone will not be enough. We will be judged by what we deliver. To those leaving Bungie and those remaining, thank you for everything you have done for the studio, Bungie. Accountability. Yep. 100% accountability. Boycott Marathon. Don't let them sucker you into this fucking old. Yeah, I mean, I will continue to boycott Marathon 100%. Leadership at the company and Sony is to blame. If you just listen to the players and community instead of trying to max out your credit cards every week, it would be running clean and healthy. I will never forgive you, you feckless bastards, for what you've done. Several years. F Bungie leadership. F Sony. F Pete Parsons. This game had power always to be good, and the devs proved it. Yeah, I do think that Destiny has always had potential as a franchise. Yeah, as you can tell, people are upset. Now, I do want to make sure I take the time to do for all the shitty devs, like the actual shitty devs who now, all the stupid leadership. It's time for you to put the fries in the bag. That's right. It's time for you to put the fries in the bag. Okay? Bungie leadership, Bungie shitty devs. Not all of them. By the way, there's great devs, but it's time for you to put the fries in the bag. It's time you get the fuck out of here. Get out of the gaming industry. Fuck off. Suck a bag of dicks. You pieces of shit. I will dance on you losing your jobs. I will weep internally for the people, because you know that there's some devs that really are fantastic that are absolutely getting shafted, and unfortunately it sucks. Wonder who caused all that. I knew it was coming, but no less shell shock. All I feel is pissed. Everything about this entire situation is just fucked. I feel horrible for the people losing their jobs. I feel horrible for the community having to lose their favorite game. I'm just pissed. I'm tired, boss. To be this tone deaf is truly shocking. Yep. Yeah, I mean, no matter how you try to cut the cookie, all this just seems like corporate fluff. It's disingenuous, and it's just the beginning of the end. If you think this is just gonna be the end of it, no. There will be more. Marathon players, you're on the chopping block next. There's nothing else to save your game if Sony, puts their eyes on you. If your game does not perform, you're next. They've already started laying off Marathon members. So what do you think that means? Everyone thought all these Destiny developers would move on to Marathon. No, they're moving them somewhere else, into Sony possibly. As for Marathon, you are not gaining developers, you're losing members of the team. I would keep that very close to your heart, because these numbers, I would be damn near afraid. It's very obvious that Sony doesn't give a shit. Anyways, a quick update that just came out, and so let me know what you think down below. As always, I'll see you next time. Peace.